What up, though? We are here with the first official episode, and I can't tell you the name because I don't make the rules. I'm here with my dog, Nationwide Natey. Yeah. What up, though?
Yeah.
Welcome to the studio, and you know what I'm saying? I've been on my recruitment game very, very heavy the past week, and I think we got a deal done. Welcome to the GOAT Media Empire, my boy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So tell the people about your show that you just signed on to do here at GOAT Media, a.k.a. what is I Don't Make the Rules. What is that?
All right. So, first of all, I appreciate it, but let me hear you do it.
Hey, I don't make the rules, man.
No. Your thing.
Let me get one of those.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I really do.
There you go.
I really do.
So, I appreciate it, but it's national.
Oh, shit.
It's national.
National.
Yeah, national. And I didn't make that up.
Yeah.
Actually.
Who gave you that name?
It came from Bloomfield Hills High School. I went to high school in Bloomfield. So people were like, damn, you're so much like Worldwide West. And I'm like, Worldwide West? They're like, William Wesley. I'm like, I know who William Wesley is. You know? A lot of people don't know who William Wesley is, but it's my fucking hero.
Yes,
know what
sir.
I'm saying? So people start saying it more and more, and then I can't remember who it was, but they're like, we should start calling you National Natey. And I was like, whoa, that's some shit. I like that, you know?
Well, getting to know you a little bit, I know you're plugged up national, probably international at this point, because I know you know hoopers everywhere.
Yeah, I do.
Everywhere. So thank you for putting me on game.
Yeah.
See, that's the type of boy I got, man. He gonna correct me when I need to be corrected.
No.
And that's what the show's about. I don't make the rules, dog.
Yeah. So I don't make the rules. That's it's more than just like a show. It's a lifestyle, man. That's a real thing. If you know me, you know I'm a free spirit for the most part, you know. But I don't make the rules is a common saying amongst me and my friends. So if you hear I don't make the rules, it's kind of like the forget about it thing you said,
forget
right?
about it.
Like, you know, like forget about it or forget about it.
When he explained it to me, we had that first meeting where we're just like, hey, what are you trying to do with your life? What you want to do with this game? Oh, okay. This is what we both asked each other those questions.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, this is what you do. This is what I do. This is the ultimate combination because the concept is so real. That's what y'all about. Like, you trying to rock with us at the open run? Hey, I don't make the rules.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you wonder why she in here and you ain't? Hey, give it to him one time.
Yeah, I don't make the rules.
Flat out. Hey, flat out.
You know?
So I can see that the lifestyle is real because hey, if you ain't balling on this level, this is just this is what you have to do to this year. And if you're not, I don't make the rules.
Exactly. And like I wouldn't even say balling because like amongst me and my friends, we all trying to grow and be better. You know, we're not where we want to be in life, not even close.
I love
that.
what
I'm saying? We're just starting. So I don't make the rules is more of a statement of motion. You know, it don't matter how much money you got or if you balling or not. If you got motion, people know, you know? So, you know, I don't make the rules is a real thing. Like, we could be out, you get what I'm saying? You could be driving, you could be like, I want that new car right there. I'd be like, yo, I don't make the rules, bro, you know? Or you could be like, Nate, I really want that new car, but I just bought this car. I'd be like, yo, bro, I don't make the rules.
Flat out.
Because, like, you know, it could be a lot of different things. But I don't make the rules is really some emotion.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just say that if you don't got motion.
Well, we moving out here, and that's why once I heard the concept, once I seen what you're about and the hard work, the consistency, you were trying to meet every day to work on your dream. That's the type of people I'm rocking with personally, and I don't want anyone else around me that's not thinking that way. And I noticed that in you, so I'm like, bro, can we make a show together?
Yeah.
And I appreciate you letting me be on for your first one. Yeah. I'll probably spectate for most of them, but I'll try to come on whenever the time suits me. But I got a lot of questions, all right? And I'm going to ask them in front of everybody. Do you care?
Yeah,
right.
Come on, let's go.
All right, bet. What can I expect you to bring to this podcast? What what talent are you bringing to the GOAT Media family?
I wouldn't even say talent. It's just realness. You know? Like, people want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
People want to hear the real stuff, you know? Instagram, it creates a lot of fake shit for people now, you know? Instagram is really toxic, to be honest. All social media is. But it allows people to live in, like, these false realities, right? And so I want to be something that, like, is real, that a lot of people don't deal with. So, like, I don't make the rules. I want everybody to know this. Like, that's just it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is the general opinion of the public, you know? So if you hear something and you get mad at me, you can't get mad at me because I don't make the rules with that. That's just how people feel.
That's just what it is.
So that's just really what it is.
So you speak for the people.
I speak
for your people.
I speak for some people.
Gotcha.
I don't want to say I speak for the people. I'm not the voice. I'm just the voice of people like me. And that's just really what I could put that as.
Hey, that's the voice I want. That's the voice I want to hear, because y'all moving like not everybody's moving. So I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get up on it.
Right.
Why are you the way you are? Why do you feel that, you you don't make the rules, but you still making the rules?
I'm not making the rules, bro. That's crazy. So I feel like I am the way I am because relationships are everything to people, right? So, like, for me, I just need to be able to be around good people. If I'm not around good people, then I kind of sniff that out and I can become very individual, you know? So, I like to just give. And a lot of times I can give more than I get, you know? So that is why I am the way I am. And that's why I feel like I'm going to speak for the people like me that give a lot and don't get back enough in return, but still keep giving, because in the end, it's going to be your time for the right stuff, you know? So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You got to put the work in, though.
Yeah, you got to put the work in.
That's 100%. All right. Now, let's get into who National Natey is. Tell the people what you do and where you're from, and up to your point. Give me maybe childhood up till now. Tell me your story.
All right, so I'm not gonna go through every place, but
yeah.
So, like, I'm from Detroit, right? But I moved around a lot in Detroit, back and forth from, like, Detroit to Bloomfield to West Bloomfield. My grandmother lived in West Bloomfield and Bloomfield, and then finally my mom decided to make that switch completely to taking us to Bloomfield in the middle of 8th grade for me, right? Mm-hmm. So I always tell people, like, everybody talks about, like, being a kid, you know, and I always tell people I had one of the greatest childhoods anybody could ever ask for, right? I got to meet some of the best people in the world. I got to meet my best friends in the world, and I got to just really be a kid.
Yeah. A
lot of kids don't get to be kids anymore, right? So I got to really be a kid. And for the most part, leading up to who I am now, I always knew I wanted to be involved in sports and make a difference throughout the community and impact people's lives in a different way than others, you know? So that's where that William Wesley thing came from. Like, you know who he is, but you don't know who he is.
Right.
You know? Like, if you know, you know.
Exactly. Right? I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times. My cousin Bruno, real close with him. Mm-hmm. And I just know that he's the type of guy who makes things happen.
He'll never be on a podcast.
Nah, exactly. That don't mean you can't be him, though.
Yeah, nah.
That don't mean you can't be him. I mean, he's a public figure now. He's working for the Knicks, and they're doing big things.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and he doing it locally. That's what I like. He literally does it locally. He lives right here.
Yeah.
But he's still doing worldwide things.
Blake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shout out to Blake.
Yep. Shout out, Blake.
Shout out to my boy.
So you want to make it happen behind the scenes in the rooms where it goes down.
Right. And not even necessarily make it happen behind the scenes. I just really want to more so be that difference in a person's life where they know that I meant genuine good for them.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a given.
So,
I mean, you're a good dude. So, like, I'm glad you're bringing it up, because it's not always for certain that somebody got your best interest.
Right, 100%.
That's not a guarantee in life.
100%.
So that's when you meet somebody that you know, hey, they're always gonna have my back, whether they want to tell me if I'm right or tell if I'm wrong. You better be willing to do that. Look your man in the face and, hey, you're wrong for this, or hey, this is right.
Right.
And that's what I vibe with right away when we met, because just like how we have in this interview, there's a couple times where, no, you're correcting me. You better be. I'm trying to be the sharpest possible.
Right.
So as a sports manager, what else you want?
You know, I'm not going to say his name, but I had a really good sports manager. He manages some very high profile athletes and actresses and actors. He told me at lunch, he said, your job as a sports manager or a manager in general is to put a microscope of everybody's ass around them, right? And if you're not putting a microscope of everybody else's ass around them, including your own, then you're not doing your job. You know, because as like a sports manager or a sports agent, you know, you have the power to change somebody's life from one day of maybe $60 to 60 million or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And more importantly, you kind of like, that person is more than just an athlete, an actress, or a public figure. They're a family member to you now, because you're one of the most trusted people in their lives. So your job is to most importantly show that you got their back no matter what, no matter if they got 50 points on the board or they got 0 points on the board, if they got 50 endorsements or 0 endorsements. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's just how I look at that, you know?
Yep.
And that's what gives me that drive to want to be like the best in my field of what I want to do, you know? National Sports Family, shout out to Chris.
Shout out Chris. Chris was in here the other day.
Yeah.
We were dreaming in here.
Yeah. That's my right hand man's. But like me and Chris got a vision that a lot of people don't got. And we younger than other people in the sports game, but like we got something that a lot of other people don't have, which is drive, nonstop work ethic, and like just a mindset to like always want to do more.
Yeah.
You know?
And that realness you were talking about. And a lot of these athletes can relate to you because you don't really need or want anything from them. You're just going to be real with them. And they can appreciate that and rock with it, which most of them will, because you're not always going to get that.
Right.
People have interest.
Yeah.
People trying to get money. We're not joking here. This is business, right?
Right.
But if you know that somebody wants to make money from taking care of my best interest, bro, like, let's get it together.
It's actually funny you say that. You said this is business. So, little bro Mac, he over there right now. I told him he was playing in JUCO last year or 2 years ago, and I told him in the middle of his season, I said he was starting to play well, a lot better. He was picking up offers, and I told him, I said, I want you to remember everything is a business, no matter where you're at in life, right? Everybody's trying to get to the next level in whatever they're doing. Whether they're the CEO, they want to be an owner one day. Whether they're an owner, they want to be a multi-owner of different businesses. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In basketball, if you're a player at this level, you want to, you know, elevate your game to be a better player in whatever way that is, right? So never get comfortable with where you're at, and never think that that person that's in charge isn't trying to get to a higher level themselves.
Yeah.
So even as a coach in the highest level, you're trying to become, hopefully one day when you're done coaching, the head of, you know, that basketball operations or the GM or whatever, you know? So everything's a business.
100%.
Right?
You got me thinking crazy right now. In reality, every individual player, your body, the way you act, the way you deal with life, you are a business. You start as a mom and pop, local. You start local.
Right.
You get money. You build your business. You build your credibility. Then you go regional.
Right.
Then, if God willing, you go national. Then you go international.
Right.
And every decision you make is a business decision. Hey, if I decide to make a bad decision out in the streets, it's going to cost me games. It's going to cost me money. It's going to cost my business money.
Right.
But if I'm out there doing good in the community, making sure I'm putting the effort in the gym, you're going to make money. It's just, you know, I really, really love what you guys are doing for the young men of Detroit and International that y'all working with, because I seen it. I seen you in action. I seen you take your phone calls. You're making sure everybody is, number one, good. Are you good?
Yeah.
Number two, are you working?
Yeah.
As long as you're good and you're working, we can work together.
Yeah.
And I've seen that in you. So I know you guys are going to be super successful, man. I'm really, really excited to see what happens with the company.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be part of it on a podcast. And so we talked a little bit about what you want to do going forward, but talk to me, verbalize some of your goals that you have in this business.
So really what I want to do with having a podcast is I want to talk about sports and life, right?
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the life of an athlete. So a lot of you motherfuckers are going to hate me for this, but fuck you, honestly. I'm here to protect the athletes. Like, that's what I'm here for. And I'm not going to stick up for the bullshit that they do, but, like, you know, for the casual fans out there who, you know, you feel a certain way about certain people who don't do what they need to do on FanDuel, I feel you. They done fucked me up a couple times. But at the same time, they still people. You get what I'm saying?
That's your choice to make those bets,
right,
man.
Exactly. So I'm here to speak on that, you know. A motherfucker miss out on one rebound for your 50,000. I'm sorry. I hurt for you. But at the same time, calling his mom's a bitch or something like that, that's crazy.
Nah, you need to be dealt with.
He's a human being. You get what I'm saying? And then at the same time, the biggest thing for me is I always put myself in other people's shoes, you know? Even if I hate the way that they did something, I still try to think, why did they do that? And if I think it's the most stupid reason why they did it, I'm gonna be like, you're a fucking idiot for doing that.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, I'm gonna be like, I get why they did it, but they're a fucking idiot for doing it. You know? So like, that's really what I really want to do, you know.
I got you. I got some more questions, but since we're talking about this, you got to tell me, man. Give me some John Morant talk, man. What's going on with John, man? What's going on with John, man? I gotta ask you, man.
That's dangerous.
I gotta ask you, man. Come on, John.
What's going on with John?
The bag is so big. It's like not a small bag. We're talking about a monster fucking suitcase bag that we're talking about.
First of all, let me just say this. John Morant is a hell of a basketball player.
The best.
Amazing basketball player, right? I think what's going on with him is the fact that he's a young man. He got a lot of money. Yeah, the bag is big, but he got a big bag as is. Pause. Whatever. Got to throw them. Hey, there's going to be a lot of pauses in this shit, too. I want y'all to know that. Pause just in case. But anyway, so John Morant, you know, he's young.
Why you got to go live with it, man? Just send a snap. Send something. To me, he really wilding out.
Honestly, you could say wilding out, but what he is he's just young and ignorant. It's nothing. And don't take ignorant as such a like terrible comment about somebody right now, right?
Right.
You can not be ignorant. I can be ignorant a lot of times. Trust me.
Yeah.
But like, you cannot be ignorant. He's just being ignorant in the moments. And when he grows up a little bit more, he'll learn to not be that ignorant and see that he cost himself $100 million, $200 million, whatever. But he's just being ignorant.
I hope so, because what you said is so right. He is one of the best basketball players on the planet. For me, I love watching him play. His explosiveness, his playmaking, his defense. I mean, he's unreal. I just want to make sure I can watch him. You know, like I want to be able to enjoy it. And your team is counting on you. I'm not a Grizzlies fan. I'm a Pistons fan. But if K did that, I have a problem. I'm like, K, bro, we need you, bro. Like we really, really need you badly.
I get where you're coming from, but K don't give a fuck about us saying that. K gonna do what the fuck you want to do in the moment. That's why John Morant doing what he want to do. He like, look, Memphis, I'm doing what the fuck I want to do for y'all.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair
like,
enough.
Honestly, put you in this situation.
Okay.
At 21, you're a top 10 player in the league right now. You came from nothing. You're making hundreds of millions of dollars. You're dunking on the best defensive players in the league. What can anybody tell you at that point?
I can think of a few things. I would say, look, have you accomplished your goal, bro?
No.
This is what I would say to him.
No. What can anybody tell you in that moment at that point? If you just dunked on LeBron the night before, and I'm your boy, and you in the strip club, you throwing 100,000.
I had no problem with that. I swear I have no problem with that.
And we turned the fuck up, and I walk up to you and I say, "Hey, bro, why you got a gun? You might smack me with 100 ones. We're gonna be fighting, but It's just the fact that, like, really think about that shit. Like, there's nothing anybody in the world can tell him.
Let me hold it. Let me have it.
Pause that. Pause that, please. Pause that. Jesus. This is crazy. This is
For
crazy.
real though,
up
give me
here.
the strap because
First episode. Pause that. Jesus. You gotta get better with this. If we're gonna be clear, you gotta pause that. You gotta pause.
That's why this is your show, man. That's why this is your show. For real though, like for real though.
Go ahead. Just,
No.
Yeah.
Look, I see how you feel. That's your client. You're gonna tell me. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ja, ball out, my brother. Take your suspension. When you come back, ball and keep balling. Win the championship. I just want to see him kill it. I'll be real with you.
You still got to pause. You still got to pause.
Okay. I'll take it.
No, you still got to say pause.
Oh, pause.
All right, there we go.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
That's good. No,
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get back to the interview, man.
No, that's good shit right there.
All right. Okay. You're connected to a lot of big names in basketball and in the city of Detroit and nationally. Why do you think people rocking with y'all?
Honestly, I think God blessed me to just be in the right places at the right time. Mm-hmm. And not only did He bless me to be in the right places at the right time, He allowed me to meet the right people at the right places at the right time. Ah,
Yeah.
shit, that hurt. But like He, like, for the people rock with me because I'm just genuine, you know?
Yeah.
I grew up in Bloomfield from the time I was, 13 or 12, and I live in Bloomfield, you know what I'm saying now? So, like, in the city of Bloomfield Hills, you see a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not really impressed with too much, no offense to anybody out here, but Bloomfield, Birmingham area is a very wealthy area, so there's nothing that, like, when I see these public figures, I'm not that impressed to see them with a nice watch or a nice chain or they got a nice car. That's not.
You grew up with it.
Yeah, I didn't. Me personally, I didn't grow up with it, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm only approaching you as a human being if I do approach you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not too stressed out on meeting anybody. If we meet in the most organic way, then it's meant.
Yeah.
I'm real big on what's meant is meant. You get what I'm saying?
Hundo. Okay. I like that. Was there a situation in life that really made you believe, like, I'm him, I can achieve greatness? Was there a moment that made you really know it, or is it just over time you're just accomplished this, accomplished that?
Hell the fuck yeah. It was a moment.
Come on now.
That moment was 2018. Shout out to my best friend, Natey. We were working out in the Salvation Army in Pontiac, and Yante had just signed a two-way to go play for the Miami Heat. He had signed Exhibit 10 to go play for the Miami Heat. And we're working out in the gym, and I was throwing the motherfucker bad passes, like terrible fucking passes, and he's trying to work on his three. And he's getting mad. Yante's not a bad guy. He doesn't curse or anything too much. But he was like, Nate, what the hell are you doing? And I'm throwing passes at his feet. He's about 6'8". And I was like, I had to think of something quick because I never like to be wrong for real, And but it made sense. And I was like, bro, I'm throwing bad passes because every pass isn't going to be a good pass to you in life, especially in the NBA.
Uh-huh.
So if it's a bad pass, you still got to make the fucking shot if you're open. And he was like, whatever.
Yeah.
He hit like 10 straight, So fast forward like a month later, he's in summer league. And like reports are coming out that like it's between like him, big bro Duncan Robinson, and like two other players for their two-way contracts, right? For the two-way contracts for that summer league, right? And so it's like the second to last game of summer league, and I think they were playing the Kings. And so Duncan ended up like getting his two-way like that day or something like that. And so that game was really important. I remember reading reports. Yante doesn't read the internet ever. But I remember reading reports about, like, you know, the players that could get the two ways and shit like that. So he went on in that game, and he was hooping. Yante a fucking bucket, in my opinion. Not just in my opinion. It's proof, you know. But he caught a pass, and it was like fourth quarter, 2 minutes left in the game, tie game. And somebody threw an errant pass, a terrible pass, and he caught it down at his feet.
Yeah.
And he pulled up cash, and he hit the shot. And when he hit the shot, like, that was like a big momentum swing. You know, they ended up going up by like 10 or something. And then I remember, like, after that game, they was like saying, like, oh, like, he ended up, like, I think over 15 points or something like that. Like a really good summer league game, you know. And they ended up being like, they were saying like, oh, he's going to be a two-way player, whatever. And like that moment, watching my best friend accomplish his goal was like crazy for me, right? So fast forward, now he's on the Heat. He calls me and we go to Miami, or he calls me down and he flies me down to Miami, and they're playing the Lakers. And I never missed a Heat game ever when LeBron was playing, right? And so LeBron, now he's with the Lakers, and my best friend is playing against him in the NBA now, right? This is crazy, right? They tell him he's not suiting up, but he's like, fuck it, whatever, you're still coming.
Yeah.
You got to see LeBron. LeBron drops 52 in Miami. I'm there, right? We go to the club after.
Oh, what?
And I meet LeBron.
Get out
And
of here.
in that moment, I was like, there's not another fucking thing in this world that's going to stop me from what I want to do. Like,
Hell yeah.
like I
Hell
met
yeah.
LeBron and he was like, what's good, little bro? Like, yeah. Like, and I, like, he shook my hand and I looked at my hand and I was like, this hand is blessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know? And so, like, from that moment on, it was like, I met my hero.
100%.
And my hero was cool.
And
But not only did I meet my hero, I met my hero with my best friend who made it out of the like 0.2% out of people, whoever, you know, even though he didn't stay long, he still decided to go. He did it.
And whatever
you know?
whatever part you played, you're a part of that.
Right.
Even
So-
if it's a friend, as a confidence, a trainer, whatever it is. And that's special, bro.
Yeah. So like it made me want to get my shit together even more. Like I can do this at a higher level. Because
Hell
I was
yeah.
always like in his ear telling him constantly like, hey bro, you heard this about this team? This and I was just a nag to him.
Yeah.
I'm just a little brother to him, you know. So like he hated that shit, you know. But
Hey, it don't matter, bro. If you're whenever one of y'all in my team, my whatever, if someone wins, we all win.
Right,
So
100%.
like that's just awesome, man. That's a great experience, and you know you're not that far from that circle.
Right.
That's LeBron's circle.
Right.
You had the opportunity to meet him, you shake his hand, like, yo, we could put the work in and get to this circle because it's never me, it's we.
another thing is, let me say, Rich Paul is my hero.
Yeah.
It's Wes and Rich Paul. Like,
Yeah.
I look up to Rich Paul, like, you know.
What he's done with learning everything there is to know about negotiation, leverage, what you're bringing to the table as a player and as a brand. He's somebody to idolize for sure. He one of mine too.
He kind of looked like me a little bit too.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
say
about
too
to
many
say-
people
I was
look
about
like
to
he kind
say
of look
that.
like me a little bit. It's kind of weird, you know.
All right, did you ever have a moment so dark that you thought about quitting?
Hell yeah. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about quitting every day, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to think about something negative to keep going in positivity. That's how I think, right? So I've always thought about like what it would be if I did quit. But then for me, the biggest thing is I look at all the older people around me who complain about what they do, right? And I never want to be that person.
Yeah. For sure. And if you put the work in, and you are,
Yeah,
thank God a million times we're alive, because a lot of our friends are not.
100%.
Mine and yours. Thank
Yeah.
God a million times. We have to take advantage of the days we got.
Right.
We got to get it.
Right.
Especially right now. I mean, who knows? You might have some kids soon, but you don't have no right now,
Hey,
right?
no, I don't make the rules, bro. I ain't doing that. Come on, bro. You're getting crazy in here. I don't make the rules.
Let's get it. All right, now you want to go to? I got 2 more segments right now. Do you want to talk about personal or do you want to talk about basketball real quick?
Oh, it's whatever, bro.
All right, cool. I'm gonna start with your personal. Now, do you believe in God, and why or why not?
Yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that Jesus died for our sins so that we can, live again.
Amen, amen, brother.
But I'm a church baby. I'm gonna let y'all know I used to play the drums in the church every Sunday.
Oh shit!
I'm a real life church baby.
You gonna bring the drums in here?
I could.
Yeah.
I'm nice as hell on the drums.
G played the guitar. You never know. You might have to do something.
Hey, for real, let me know. Boys to men, I'm nice with pause just in case.
Pause.
But yeah. But yeah, like I'm a real church baby for real. So there's that.
There we go. All right, you grew up just around the corner here in Bloomfield, and you see the way people around here move, both high income and low income areas. Tell me a little bit about how that made you, the way it shaped the way you see the world.
So like the best way to describe it is like my mom is uptown. She always grew up like kind of uptown. My dad's downtown. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the best way to put that. But the way I look at people is completely different from others because like I have friends who have a shit ton of everything and I have friends who have nothing, right? But what I'm good at is bringing people together, I've always been that way. I've always been the one to bring like families together. I'm big on like creating a family of people, right? So it's funny that if you ask me like, am I thinking about starting a family? I've already started a family. If you ask me that, the guys that play in my run, the hoopers, everybody that comes in contact with me, that's my family, as well as my actual family.
Yeah.
But I've been blessed to be around people that I can count on to be treated as real blood. You get what I'm saying? So from the Bloomfield area and things like that, you just got to treat people like that, Treat them as if you see them as, and I think that goes back to my Christianity.
Yeah.
In the Bible it says we're all looked upon as rags, right? So I look at everybody as if they're the same as me. And I give them chances. And I'm not the most forgiving motherfucker, but I try to forgive
get that first
for the most
chance.
part.
Yeah, you're going to get that first chance.
Yeah, I try it again.
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. It depends, man.
I don't make the rules, man.
I don't make the rules, exactly.
I don't make the rules,
I got
man.
some motherfucker. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, man, I know your girlfriend is white, man. How did you meet her, and how was it for both of y'all dating seriously outside of your race? What are the advantages and disadvantages?
I don't make the rules.
Bottom line, straight up, making the rules. You once told me I needed a black queen to treat me like a king that I am. Tell the people why and why you gotta, and why some people might disagree.
My sister is interracially married, right? And you remind me a lot of her husband. Shout out to Rob.
What up, Rob?
Love you, boy. You remind me a lot of her husband, right? And so, like, I think, me personally, I Don't Make the Rules is the name of this show, so you can't get mad at me for my opinion because it's not just my opinion, it's the opinion of everybody else too. Like other motherfuckers.
I don't make the rules.
Exactly, I don't make the rules. I think 50 years from now, the world will be 45, 50% interracial, me personally. And a couple other people on my Instagram who voted that when I put it up a couple weeks ago. So that's why I think you would play good into that.
All right, cool. Maybe I'll do my part. I'll make the rules real
right.
too. What's the craziest story about maybe a female acting a little crazy in the club with one of the guys? I know you don't get too crazy in there, but I know you've seen a couple things. So what's the craziest story you got for me for episode 1?
I had to thump a bench in a club before.
Pause.
I mean, pause if it's a pause needed right there. I had to thump. And it wasn't even really a thump. If you know me, you know It's a 2-finger tap, and it's a respectful tap. It's kind of like like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing crazy. It's just like somebody say something crazy out of line, and they just need to be brought back. It's like, and I promise you, when you hit them with they're gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck? What did you?" And you'd be like, "Did you hear what you said?"
Yeah.
And then you hit them with "I don't make the rules, sir." You know, and you just call it at that. You know,
flat out. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple rapid fire. All right, money or fame?
Money.
A girl who makes you laugh or a girl who's fine as wine?
Oh shit. My girl.
There it is. I'll make the rules. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
This is a great question.
Yeah.
Can it be a superhero?
Yeah.
I would be. Shit, bro. I can't even say this in today's world.
There's a lot of good ones.
Bro, like, this is fucked up.
Hey, I don't make the rules, neither do you.
Hey, wait, no. All right. If there was a boy version of Mystique from X-Men, pause, I would be that. Or him.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause.
Because Mystique can turn into any superhero.
Right.
And that means just she can utilize any one of their powers. So I think that would be the smartest thing. Hey. Everybody's going to say like Superman or some shit like that. Like, fuck Superman.
They don't make the rules, man.
Yeah.
It's flat the fuck out. Okay. Seafood or Italian?
I'm going to be honest, bro. McDonald's. like, bro, unless my mom cooking that shit or like maybe a couple family members or Tay Timmons, I'm not fucking with it. Like,
I ain't mad at that, man. I need to take you good. There's some real good Italian spots in Detroit. I need to take you to some.
It's not that I haven't been to them. You know what I'm saying? I just go and I'm a chicken tender and fry kind of guy.
I ain't mad at it. I swear.
Honey mustard.
I seen that. He had the buffalo tenders with the honey mustard. I was like, that's a crazy combination.
You know it, man. Shout out to Charlie.
I like that. All right, I'm gonna get into some basketball questions. All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Who's the best player you've ever seen with your eyes you've seen come out of Detroit?
Oh shit. With my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, with your own eyes.
Fuck. That's tough. That's like
you want to wait on it?
Yeah, I can't. It's tough for me to answer that question because it's like, do you mean like the state of Michigan in general, or like they gotta be from the city?
For me, I want to say who's got to be from the city. I know there's some great players in Saginaw, Flint, Muskegon. I know like there's a lot of great areas
so
around.
It gotta
I want
be Detroit,
from Detroit.
But like, is this like in pickup run or NBA?
I would say the best. Just answer the question, man. The best player.
No, I gotta add. No, it matters because if we talking about pickup run, it's a motherfucker from Michigan that everybody knows who I'm about to talk about. That in a pickup run, this nigga is the closest thing to Moses with a basketball. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Who we talking about, man?
Jordan Crawford.
Jordan Crawford.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something, bro. The legend of Jordan Crawford is real.
Is he not an NBA basketball player?
No, he played in the NBA.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Jordan Crawford was really good.
Yeah, no, but it's not even about that. It's about him in open gym.
Yeah.
That's what you don't understand. Niggas in open gym. Open gym is different.
Yeah.
Open gym, everybody can be who they are.
Right.
But like you can showcase some other shit. Shout out to National Natey Runs.
National Natey
Sports
Runs.
Family, you know what I'm saying?
And we're going to bring the cameras out there real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon.
Like, point is like, in an open run, you get to see how good a nigga really is. You get what I'm saying? Jordan Crawford is one of the only niggas I've ever seen in my life that when he hoop in the gym and he shoot, every nigga in the gym scream good when he shoot. That was the most amazing thing I ever seen, bro. It wasn't get skills. It was like the shit was like watching poetry when he was playing, bro. And that's no weird shit or nothing like that. But the nigga's he's amazing in open gym, bro.
Yeah.
Even like with him getting older, like his pace is just even, he'll bump you. He got every shot he wanted. We was playing at Get Skills. I think the nigga had like 45.
Get out of here, bro.
It was going to like 160 at like 45. Missed like 5 shots.
Yeah. That don't surprise me. He's really good. So, but that's a great one. I wanted to know who's killing it. All right, number 2. Who's a better player, man? Kyrie or Damian Lillard?
Are we going off career?
I want to know who you think is the better basketball player. Because the career, you can make your arguments either way. But who's a better basketball player? And I'm gonna take off the. I'm gonna do this. Take him off the. Take the off the court. Take the fit. Like who does he fit well with? Take all that. You got one player to start your team with. Who you taking? Kyrie or Damian Lillard?
Me personally?
Yeah. So I'm asking you.
Injuries don't count.
Okay.
Damian Lillard.
Thank you.
I love Kyrie. I do. But Dame is a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch Kyrie play with superstars for the last 10 years. I know what Kyrie gonna do with superstars. I don't know what Dame gonna do with a superstar yet. I know what he gonna do without one.
Exactly.
And I know what Kyrie do without a superstar. He don't do shit.
Correct.
But Dame, that motherfucker got go.
Yeah, hey.
And like, granted, everybody be talking about like Dame ain't did shit since he sent the Thunder home in the playoffs or whatever. Hey, fuck y'all. What help is he?
Well,
had?
what? Yeah,
like,
what?
And Dame is a dog. Like, you got to look at the league and what the league is like put into and how it's put together. Like, even with Denver, like people say they were counted out, but like us people that really watch basketball, they were the #1 team in the NBA for the entire year down there. You know what I'm saying? So like,
with a two-time MVP and could have been 3.
Exactly, and like Jamal Murray is amazing at basketball. They
Correct.
have they've had the most complete team for the last couple of years. You get what I'm saying?
And people forget that whenever they were in the finals in the bubble, they had a full healthy team. Jamal Murray gets hurt.
Right.
Once he gets back and more mature, more used to the NBA, just an adult, they went crazy. They shit on everyone.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're so right. I'm glad he said Damian, because now I know you know a little bit about basketball.
Oh man, stop it! I love Damian. Man.
Yeah, Kyrie. I love Damian. Kyrie. I want once in a while we got to get somebody here to defend Kyrie, because I'm sorry, man. I gotta. Gino's out.
Shout out to the Portland Trailblazers. Shout out to Scoot Henderson. Okay. And shout out to Lil Bro Twan.
Let's go, man. I'm excited to see them in Summer League. Who ends up with a better career? Our boy John Morant or Luka Doncic? And who would you rather start with a franchise right now? So 2 questions. Who's going to end up with a better career? And if you had a squad, who would you take first? No wrong answers. I'm just curious.
Luka.
Luka?
Luka going to have a better career because Luka already got a better career. You know how Luka got a better career?
Oh. Because Josh had more playoff success.
I don't give a fuck about that. Luka got an international championship already. Luka, if your career is based off your own terminology of success, right? Because like Carmelo, he was happy with his Olympic championships. You know what I'm saying?
And that's real.
You're
representing your country. It's a big fucking deal. It is.
Like, we take it away, but like from a bigger standpoint, he did something from America. And, you can say fuck America all you want. I feel you. Whatever.
No, that's 100%. Swear to God, that's 100%. That's a great point.
So for Luka, he won something for his country already. So he's already forever loved. And not only has he won something for his country, he's come over from his country and been one of the most dominant players in the most star-studded league in the world.
Yep.
So like from that standpoint, everything that Luka is doing on a nightly basis is just like adding on to who he is, right? If Luka stopped playing basketball today, Luka would be considered, and you motherfuckers can argue with me about this, he would be considered the greatest what-if story in the NBA ever. If not, top 3.
If he stopped playing today.
If he stopped playing today,
if Luka, top 3 for sure.
If Luka never touched the basketball again, he'd be one of the great. So like, therefore, I don't think that it could be that way with John Morant. Yeah. I think John Morant would be in the same class as like a Brandon Roy, like those guys, right? And no disrespect to those guys, they're amazing. John Morant is amazing, but if Luka stopped playing today,
he'd be regarded much different.
It would be looked at completely much different because they're trying to shape the league for Luka to be one of the faces. Like, he's already one of the faces, but like they're trying to shape him to be the face, if possible.
Yeah, if possible.
If possible.
Yeah, if possible. You're right. It's funny. I did the day of the lottery. I did a little whatever rant because I knew the Pistons weren't going to get the #1 pick, and I said, I know how the NBA works. I really think Dallas, who had 11th or 12th odds, I think they have a chance. I really did because, like you said, they want Luka to be something. You know what I mean? And he already is, but they need some team success. So that's a great answer. And you gave it to me as such a different perspective because international success, you're talking about something that, like a guy like Carmelo Anthony, he valued that so much more than maybe we might. So who the fuck are we to tell him who had a better career?
Exactly.
You're 100% right about that. Let's see here. I got a couple more here. In the 2020s, so right now we're in the 2020s, and we talked about this a little bit the other day, but I want to ask you in front of the people. We're in the 2020s. Jordan won the most championships in the 90s. The LeBron, really the Lakers and LeBron, the Lakers and the Celtics, Pistons had the 2000s, but we could say it's Kobe's decade, right? He had 5 in the 2000s. And then in the 2010s, LeBron had 4 rings. The Warriors had 3, right? So what team do you think has the most rings in the decade of the 2020s? Right now, you got Lakers got 1, Giannis got 1, and the Bucks got 1, and the Nuggets got 1. Oh, am I missing one? Oh, and the Warriors. Thanks, G. And the Warriors got 1.
I want to say shout out.
She had to make sure.
I kind of want to say shout out to the Warriors for my little brother Ryan.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we got to say fuck the Warriors and shout out to the Wizards at this point. So shout out to the Wizards.
What up, Washington? Ryan, we need you on the show, man.
Yeah, shout out to Chris, because I'm gonna try to get Chris to interview Ryan.
That'd be beautiful,
get
man.
a
Maybe
brother
you know what I'm saying?
relationship thing going. That'd be nice.
Hey, I'll make the rules. It's your show.
Hey, bro. You know, Vegas, we coming for you. But yeah, no.
So who you got in the 2020s?
Giannis.
You think the Bucks gonna have the most championships in the 2020s?
I honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think it's gonna be it's a tough question, because it's like, for me, I truly believe that Jokic is gonna run off with another championship in the next 6 years, maybe another 1 or 2, just because the way he plays. I feel like Jokic is gonna be the Hakeem Olajuwon of our era, where he sneaks in his 2 rings for arguably the greatest center ever, and he just chills out after that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
He could.
Because he got the 2 MVP, you know. But at the same time, it's I'm such a big LeBron James fan. I truly believe the Lakers are going to try to run off with the championship next year, just because LeBron won one more before he go sit down.
Hell
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So,
if you watch any of my content, you know I rock with LeBron. I'm a big LeBron fan, and I do think he still has what it takes to win a championship.
Yeah.
I really do. Look, as much as I don't like Kyrie, I think LeBron is the one person that can get him to be a great team player. I would love to see Kyrie in LA.
hell yeah.
That's the only, and I don't like Kyrie.
Yeah.
I don't rock with Kyrie. But give him LeBron, and LeBron is the older brother. Hey, bro, anybody can change. Anybody can change. Anybody can be better.
I want to see Kyrie in LA, just because there's certain players that fit the mold of being in LA, right?
Yeah.
Kyrie fits the Showtime mode of playing for the Lakers. You want to know a motherfucker I think that will end up being a Laker before his career ends? Joel Embiid. He's made for LA.
We could.
He's made for LA.
You could do that Shaq thing.
People got to understand that, at a certain point, once your market gets to a certain point in an NBA career or whatever, everybody tries to go to the Lakers, the Bulls, the Knicks, or the Heat. A very premier city, you know. And granted, Philadelphia is an amazing city, brotherly love, but LA fits Joel, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't be surprised if you see Joel going to
Okay,
LA
you heard it here first. I'll make the rules. Couple more. Where does Steph end when his career is over on your all-time list?
He top 5.
He top 5?
There's no question.
Yeah.
You can't argue that. If you play me in 2K, you know I love Klay Thompson. That's my second favorite all-time favorite player.
G had to give you the.
You like Klay Thompson?
I love Steph. I love the word.
She loves Steph. Yeah, she loves Steph. She gonna defend Steph till the death.
Yeah, no. I got to meet Klay Thompson when I was younger, and that nigga was cool as hell. Just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, point is, I fuck with like the style of play with the Warriors and like what they allow Steph to do. But not only that, like what Steph can do is he can score the ball from a step over half court. So even if he's off, you still have to guard him because him being off, I watched him devastate my boy LeBron so many times in the championship where he's off the entire fucking game. But the most pivotal, ridiculous three, he will jack up, pause, from half court and make it. And like, so like your defense has to play him differently.
Yeah.
Right? So from that standpoint, I don't think it's a top 5 that you can't not add Steph in because he's going to make your offense be that much better no matter who else is out there on the court with him.
Yeah.
Regardless to if you got Kevin Garnett, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, like you can put all those different matchups against KD and all those new motherfuckers or whatever. But if Steph is out there playing with them, you got to think that's a hard pick and roll that you got to guard.
Yeah. He's a weapon this league has never seen before.
Yeah, nah, that motherfucker like a AK-47 with an extra clip.
with a scope, with everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's unreal. So I think if anyone you don't think Stephen Curry's his top 5 basketball player, maybe I don't know. Maybe you've seen something I'm not. I'm seeing the greatest shooter. I'm seeing the greatest weapon. He doesn't get enough credit for being able to drive the ball.
Let me ask you something. Who a better shooter, Clay or Steph?
Who's a better shooter? I mean, Steph has a higher number. I mean, I know he played a lot of games. I think he has a higher percentage too. I would take Steph, especially off the dribble.
Okay.
I mean, look at the 3-point contest. I think, do they both have 1 or 2? I don't even know.
I mean,
Tell me why I'm wrong.
I didn't necessarily say you were wrong. It's just a good argument, you know?
Yeah.
But like, Clay got 60 off 12 dribbles.
Oh yeah, no.
You get what I'm saying? Like this shit is insane, bro.
I heard a conversation that some people were having. I think it was on Instagram where they're saying that which career would you rather have, or who's better, Clay or Carmelo? To me, it's 100% Clay. There's not even a question. Clay is better than 90% of the people in this league. I mean, hopefully he gets back from the injury, but he was.
It's a very tough question, but Carmelo made more money in his career than Clay.
For sure.
So if you're a guy about money, then you take Carmelo. If you're a guy about winning, you take Clay. That's the best way to look at it.
There we
I
go.
don't make the rules.
Who was the best player in the 2023 draft?
That's a fucked up question, bro. It's a
Okay.
real fucked up question. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't make the rules.
Hey, no, like I mean, I
I don't make the rules.
no. I can answer it because it's like fucking. It's a fucked up question. I think I have to say Victor because Victor's 7'5" and he's a fucking unicorn, right? Right. But then I gotta say Scoot Henderson is the most complete basketball player that I,
Yeah.
But then at the same time, Brandon Miller's pretty fucking good himself. But then at the same time, shout out to Antoine Davis because you get what I'm saying, 28 points a game off a triple team. I'm not saying he's the best player in the draft, but
he could be. I mean, look at
he one of the best players.
look. Jokic was the 46th pick, I think, bro. You could be from anywhere. He just got a ball.
Yeah, nah. So by no way am I saying he's the best player, but he's one of the best, you know what I'm saying? But the best player is Victor Wembanyama just from stature of looking at how he is, right? And I would say Scoot Henderson is probably the most complete basketball player because he has an NBA body, he can shoot, he can pass, he showcased it against other G League players. So Scoot Henderson is going to be like the most NBA prototype, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him. I didn't see him enough last year. Normally, if I have a good idea of how they're balling in college, I'll give an opinion, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I don't make the
Scoot was in the G League.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, he played against a couple of my boys this past year, and each one of them that played him was like, that nigga real, But more importantly, shout out to my boy Tootie, T Cody 65. Go follow him on Instagram. But that's one of my closest friends. He coached Scoot Henderson throughout high school and stuff. He was at the draft with him and shit.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's why I said shout out to Scoot because that's like the extended fam or whatever.
Yes, sir.
But Tootie been telling us about Scoot for years, and he been saying he been the most complete basketball player he's ever seen for a while.
I'm excited to see him at the NBA level, man. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy year. Yeah. A lot of moving parts, especially in the Western Conference. A lot going on. I got one more question. Who's gonna win a ring first? Who's gonna win a title first? The Pistons or the Knicks?
Pistons.
Hey, man.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. I answered that. I mean, that's just like that was just like
that's just a Detroit answer.
That was just that was a Detroit answer. But like,
William Wesley doing his thing over there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, like you got. Hey, I like.
I answer tough questions.
I like Jalen Brunson.
Oh, he's dirty, bro.
Jalen Brunson, good, bro.
He's dirty.
And then like realistically, people gotta really like think like these players have so much freedom to be and do whatever they need to do at this point.
Yeah.
So like. It's realistic for Bridges to find his way across the road to playing with them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's true.
And they won in college together. And
Mikal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yeah.
like,
he'd be great there.
I think, that'd be awesome. But I also heard some rumors about Paul George being traded there and stuff like that. So I think to be completely honest, I really want to see the Knicks in the NBA championship.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I do. Just because I think that'd be great for the market of in New York as a whole.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And we did a giveaway a couple weeks ago to Game 5 of that series with Cleveland. And Cleveland, you go into that series thinking they're the tougher team, and New York beat the shit out of them. And Jalen Brunson was unbelievable. I love the Knicks. I think that they have a good chance. If they're not like one piece away. I think they're 2 or 3, but they're close. Like they have a great team.
Would you trade Julius Randle or no?
Only if you're getting somebody really, really good.
Right.
Like only if you're getting somebody that's like clearly better than him. You're just taking a chance. Like right. I wouldn't trade Julius Randle for like Brandon Ingram. I'd rather have Randle. I wouldn't trade him for trying to think of another forward. In that mix, but like Aaron Gordon, right? Aaron Gordon. I wouldn't trade Randle for Aaron Gordon. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Find me a trade.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, Aaron Gordon, the motherfucking NBA champion.
He is. He is.
And then if you look at his individual numbers, though, like granted, you can say like Julius Randle has way better numbers. He's a way different player as well, right? But Aaron Gordon, his individual numbers when he was down, like being able to like get his numbers off or whatnot, he was averaging about 18.
No, for sure. I show Aaron Gordon respect. So, that's why I put his name with Julius Randle because I think Aaron Gordon's that good. But I wouldn't trade Randle.
17 this past year.
Like, who? Gordon?
Yeah, with the Nuggets.
I'm not sure.
I think he averaged 17. I'm gonna look.
I'm not sure, but yeah. Look, I don't think a lot of people would put Gordon and Randle in the same conversation. I would, but I would still rather have Randle. Personally.
You like Julius Randle?
He's not. Like I said, I like a guard I like everyone that shoots. I like a forward that can shoot. Yeah. Even though as my personal play style, I like post players too.
Yeah, but he's 16.
He's so strong. He has 16. Yeah, that's great. But what did Randle have? Probably 24.
Yeah,
25.
But you can't say that. Nah, 23. He was
23.
Probably about 22.
He
23.
tough, bro. But tough.
Look, you can't say that though with
All right, let me ask you this then. If you put Randle on that Denver team, are they better?
No.
You don't think they're better? Okay. And that's luck. Hey.
Because
I'll make the rules.
I think in an NBA to win, I think the best overall team wins every year.
Yeah.
Talent can sprinkle in sometime, but even then when KD was with the Golden State Warriors and they won, they were the best team from coach to players to training staff to team chemistry. They were the best team.
For sure.
When they lost, granted, you be like, oh, KD went down, Clay went down, all these people went down. But, like, when you're an overall good team, the next man up does his job to win.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? Like with fucking Denver, when they put Christian Braun came in and hooped. You get what I'm saying? So, like, next man up is really a real thing in the NBA. Like, Miami, next man up is a real thing. Like, so the best overall team is always going to win.
Yeah, I got you. All right, man. That was a good conversation. Anything you want to add before, I give up my hosting duties to you so you can host your own show or what, man? Anything you want to talk about?
first of all, thank you. I want to say thank you. Appreciate you for this. And secondly, get ready for a good time. We got a lot of shit that's about to get down on the floor, man. Hope y'all ready for the shit.
Let's go, man. You tell them the name of the show so we can get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't make the rules, man. That's it.